Arteta is contemplating on giving Raya a chance with the first team. He has been impressed with him in training and all that. So what do you think?
Well, Raya is a very nice keeper. He's a very good keeper. I don't think Raya deserves a second choice in any Premiership team. I'm not talking about the top six here. In any Premiership team, in short, in any team in Europe, I don't think Raya is a keeper that deserves to be a second choice. You understand? So.
What's up, Africa? You are welcome to the show. You are welcome to the Arsenal Daily Updates. And today we'll actually be talking about some happenings around the club and probably some happenings pertaining Arsenal players. And I'm here with my man, Memphis. You are welcome to the
Thank you so much, Ash, for being with you at the Gunners Daily Show. Thank you so much. I'm so proud to be here.
Still celebrating back of the victory against Manchester United.
exactly. You know, that today is not start like this. So.
Now, for you.
So
people waste their talk say season just begin. Maybe they won't just begin.
Oh, I won't. Don't they go now? We don't they go already?
Must still not start since.
That today is not start.
Alan don't score 6 goals.
Okay.
So okay. So first agenda for the day. Nketiah'S first call-up to the England national team.
Man, this call-up was expected by me. You understand? He has worked his ass off for Arsenal in the past, let's say in the past 10, 12 months. He really deserves his call-up from Southgate because he has been doing well. He has really proved himself in difficult situations. You know, being a player coming from Hill End, making to the first team is a blow. You understand? From the first team, winning Arteta's, it's very difficult to please Arteta. You have to be superb to please Arteta. Pleasing Arteta is another blow, another achievement, and now you fitting in for the club's natural number 9 is another blow. And now being accepted being called into the England national team senior level is a big achievement for Eddie Nketiah. I think there is nothing anyone has to tell me about this, and I'm really proud of the lad, considering where it's coming from.
Okay, going for the title actually.
Yeah.
Do you feel Nketiah is that backup striker?
The thing is, you may never know till you give it a chance. At a point, as Arsenal fans, we never knew Nketiah would one day lead the line for us and actually give us that goals. We never knew. But I think if the team is playing well, Nketiah is scoring his goals, then why not? You can see massive improvement from the lad if you can watch his clip speaking in his first press conference under the national team, in the senior national team in the England squad. You can see that he said he has worked his ass off for that. And even Bukayo Saka too told him that he has a chance of making that call up. So why not? I really believe so much in Nketiah. I don't really see Nketiah, like I said before, I don't really see him as that small boy we used to know, that little ALN graduate we used to know. He's now a good striker. At least he can fit in a Premier League team comfortably.
Well, I know Nketiah has come through the ranks and we've watched him develop. You understand that? Like the manager says, Nketiah is one of those players that challenges himself.
Yeah.
You understand? Even in training.
Yes.
You get. I remember when Arteta said Nketiah wasn't happy that he wasn't picked for the Community Shield game.
Exactly.
And that week he had to train like crazy.
Yes. Yeah, if you look at how the kid plays, this is very hard for you to get the ball off him. He's strong, he has hard strength to his game, he's finishing top notch, his hold up play. If you want him to do hold up play for you, nice. He distributes the ball to his teammates very well. He has a very good vision. You know, Nketiah has added so much to the game. I followed Nketiah as a 217 when we went to the Australian summer camp. You know, this guy is really good. He's really massive. Same way Balogun has developed, the same way Nketiah has. I think Nketiah even have a more willpower to shine, in the Arsenal team. So I think going forward with the title, Nketiah has to be an important piece of the pizza.
And I think, like he said, being in the same camp with Harry Kane,
Yeah.
that gives him an avenue to learn more.
Exactly,
You understand?
exactly.
Like he said, he has to ask Harry Kane so much question. He has so many questions. He might even move with the notes, to pick his brains and get tips from him on how what class strikers do it.
Man, Ash, I won't lie to you. When I read that article from this boy, I told myself that this boy is very smart. You know, for you to know that you want to achieve something, you have to accept that someone is better than
Better
you.
than you, yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
He knows the pedigree of Hurricane. He knows who he's playing with. You understand? He knows that he knows he has something to learn from Hurricane. And now him himself is saying that he needs to get the notes down on his phone on questions he needs to ask this striker. That's someone who is willing to learn. And that's the trait Arteta has seen from this player, that willingness to show what he has. You understand? So I think the boy is willing to be up there. Why not? I think Arsenal needs this type of players who want to push themselves, not players who just want to sit back and receive big bucks. So I think these are the reasons why Nketiah is that part of the squads heading to the title.
Okay, so moving on now, we want to talk about Ramsdale and Raya's competition. There was an article that came out yesterday from Daily Mail saying Arteta is contemplating on giving Raya a chance with the first team. He has been impressed with him in training and all that. So what do you think?
Well, Raya is a very nice keeper. He's a very good keeper. I don't think Raya deserves a second choice in any Premiership team. I'm not talking about the top six here. In any Premiership team, in short, in any team in Europe, I don't think Raya is a keeper that deserves to be a second choice. You understand? So, I think him accepting to come to Arsenal, I think it should be down to the Champions League qualification, because I don't think Raya will want to be settling for the FA Cup or the Carabao Cup games where he can play week in, week out at Brentford. I don't know if you understand me.
I get
So,
what you're saying.
yeah, and he's a player that we were even linked to. I don't know if you remember, before we signed
Yeah, before we
Ramsdale, he
signed
was in
Ramsdale.
our first list to get, but I don't know what occurred between we and Brentford. I think that was the time when Brentford were trying to come up to the Premier League. So Raya should give Mikel Arteta a very tough decision to make. So
The thing about the UCL thing, I don't really know about. I've seen clubs. You get me? I've seen clubs. I know that there was a time when I know that there's a time when you use a keeper in the league. That same keeper goes to the Champions League. And to be frank with you, Ramsdale worked for this Champions League. Do I want him to play? Yes. You get me? He worked for it. Man, this guy was there last season making saves. Another year he made some mistakes, but he made notable saves.
but he worked for it. You understand? He deserves it. But now you have a keeper of high pedigree on the bench.
Like you
It's
say,
now a different ball game.
like you say, if you don't give a keeper a chance, you will never know.
Yes.
You cannot judge Ramsdale before a Champions League game.
No, I'm not trying to judge him before the champion. I'm just trying to say that Raya deserves his chance.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't He doesn't deserve a chance in the Champions League. He deserves.
Okay, but if it were to be the Europa League, he would have deserved the
Yeah,
chance.
he deserves a chance in some league games and then cup games. He's good.
No, we all know it will be very difficult for Arteta to just put in Raya in a Premiership game. It will be very difficult. It will be easier for him to say, okay, we are beginning the fresh Champions League campaign. Oh yeah, start.
Okay, first Champions League campaign starts. Not like you're the keeper from the beginning to the end.
No, see, we've seen managers like, I think Pep did it with Ortega last season. I think there were times whereby
Some games.
yeah, I think Raya is better than Ortega. Raya has this pedigree to play credible match. In short,
I'm not saying Raya is not a good keeper. What I'm trying to say is Ramsdale has not done nothing wrong
no,
actually say that Raya
no,
should be the
no,
UCL
no,
keeper.
no. Me saying Raya should be the UCL keeper is not down to performance. It's down to rotation.
Okay, it's down to you just wanting to give Raya game time.
Yes, he deserves it. It deserves it. When last in Arsenal do you have two keepers that will give the manager a headache? When last did Arsenal have those two keepers that sure, let me just say the honest truth. The fact that Ramsdale is starting ahead of Raya for now is because Ramsdale has been in the club. That's just the honest truth. And if Ramsdale gets head over heels, I believe so much that Raya will take his place.
Well, I think it's not. I think Ramsdale is doing a good job so far this season.
Sure.
There's no reason to say, oh, he doesn't have to be there.
Yes.
You understand? Because everybody makes mistakes.
Sure.
Ramsdale has had his own fair share of mistakes. Raya has his own fair share of mistakes at Brentford,
Yes.
just like Onana at Manchester United.
But at Arsenal is a clean slate.
Yeah, it's a clean slate, but the truth is, you cannot say, okay, because Ramsdale has done this, Ramsdale has. Currently, Ramsdale is
good.
Is good.
Yeah, like I said earlier, I said is my plea for him to play the Champions League is not down to bad performance of Ramsdale.
It's just for him to get game time.
Game time for him to be sharp.
You are feeling for him.
I'm not feeling it's something he deserves. I don't feel for any player. For you to have you have to earn my respect. You understand?
Okay, but he has to earn your respect with a chance on the bench. Like Arteta said, it's a competition. You understand? And I think Raya was brought in to push Ramsdale further. And so far, I feel like Ramsdale has accepted that challenge and is pushing himself already.
The reason is for him to push Ramsdale further, you cannot push Ramsdale further from the bench. You have to have a chance to perform. I don't know if you understand me. I'm not coming to this show to say Ramsdale must be kicked out. No. You understand? Because he has not done anything wrong. He has been composed throughout the season. No silly passes, no silly mistakes. All the goals he has considered was down to the team's the defensive fault. But I'm trying to tell you that for you to push a player, like Turner now, how many games did he play? You understand? He couldn't push him further because he did not have enough games to show himself. But in a situation whereby Ramsdale is in is taking over Premiership games. You have Premiership games every week. We don't have Carabao Cup games every week. Even UCL game at a time, we don't have it every week. So I think Raya has to take over from UCL to show that he's there.
To show that he's there.
Yeah.
But I think that part of the pitch is a part that needs stability. You understand? You want that stability. You get me? Well, I definitely know that probably Raya is working with the defensive units, definitely at the training pitch and getting used to the whole thing. But for me, I feel like the Champions League group stage, we have some easy games. Lens,
This is more reason why you have to
Sevilla,
bring in
and all
Raya.
that. You can give him those games and give him
Exactly.
cup games, and then where I would want to see him, you understand? Where I would want you listen. For me, if Raya wants to prove himself, he needs to do that in the Premier League. You get me?
And the Premier League, I'm telling you right now that I am not sure Arteta is, like you said, we need stability. You can't play Raya today in the Premier League, tomorrow play Ramsdale.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
That's clownery.
That's
clownery.
He just has to accept that he's the number 2.
But in my opinion, you bringing Raya to the club and not giving him a Champions League chance, especially at this early stages, is you devaluing Raya. Understand? You're devaluing him. That's your honest truth to me, because you can't wait till FA Cup begins January. You can't wait till January. Whereas we have Euros next year. You understand me? And you see, well, I think you not playing him till you reserving him for the FA Cup games and Carabao Cup. I think you're devaluing Raya, considering his pedigree.
But I think there has to be a compromise, or probably an agreement has been made. I don't know if you get what I'm saying.
Yes, for
Raya will not reject Bayern Munich, where he would actually go there and easily become the number 1, play the league, play their league games, play their Champions League games, and come to Arsenal, where he would just fully sit down on the bench to play Carabao Cup and
when he was comfortable at Brentford.
So I think an agreement has been made, or a compromise has been made. So definitely, he'll be given game time though, both in the league, both in the Champions League, cup games. He'll be given game time. You get me?
Yeah, but personally, I would analyze that the only way I see him playing the league alongside the UCL this season is if Ramsdale have started, having some shaky performances.
Ramsdale will shake. That one is definite.
Yeah, are you? Are you?
Ramsdale will shake.
Are you the one that's going to shake
I'm telling you that
Ramsdale?
Ramsdale will shake. You see, he will make saves. He will make mad saves, but shake, he go. Don't be Ramsdale. Ramsdale will shake, bros.
Okay, well, let's see now.
Moving on to the next agenda, we shall be looking at Thomas Partey's injury.
Wow, so that mid-term break.
Partey is expected to be out for 6 to 8 weeks, and Partey has struggled with injuries actually.
It's normal. I think as an Arsenal fan, we expect this. When the injuries never even come, say, would they say, may it just come now, so that when they come, the earlier the better. If you come early, you go early. You understand? It's normal. I don't think any Arsenal fan will be gutted by this injury news. It's normal. It's like a mid-term break. You understand? I call it mid-term break. You get so. But the sad thing is, I think we have quite some tough fixtures, and Partey will be back after the October international break. Currently now we are in the September international break, and the next international break will be October, thereby making him miss at least 4 games. And in these 4 games, we have, apart from the Champions League games with PSV, we have the game against Chelsea, Spurs, Man City, Everton at Goodison Park. So these are games where Arsenal fans will want Ramsdale, we want Partey to really come in, but unfortunately,
I think the good thing is the depth. You get me? Years before, or I don't know, probably last season, upper season, when Partey goes off injured, the fan base goes crazy.
Yes.
But we actually played in Manchester United without Thomas Partey and the new boy from West Ham, Declan Rice.
Who would have thought?
He did the job. And then moving off Declan Rice, you have a Jorginho on the bench, experienced, who brings something different to the game.
Yeah.
So I think, like I said yesterday when someone told me about Partey being injured, I said make it rest. And then they were like, when I saw Fabrizio's post, he was like, bad news to Arsenal fan. I said, make person tell Fabrizio, it's not be bad news, be this.
It's not a bad news.
It's
a bad news. It's a bad news. It's a bad news.
The reason I said it's not a bad news to me. Gone are the days when you come out and when you tell somebody something, something just happened. Hey, I didn't feel shocked. I was like, oh, well, he will recover.
Are you sure you didn't feel? Wait, calm down. Are you sure you didn't feel shocked because of Rice's performance against Manchester United?
I didn't feel shocked because of the depth. That position is covered.
But our actual replacement is Rice.
That's the reason I didn't feel depth. I didn't feel.
No, I'm trying to get your honest bunch here, because what if Rice had not performed against Manchester United? Would Partey's absence still be a bad news to you?
Okay, let me say this to you. For the first time this season, Gabriel Magalhaes came back to the team. Ben White played as a right back. You get me? Yeah. And you see the best of Rice in that midfield. Doesn't that speak something to you?
Yeah. I'm just trying to tell you. I'm just trying to justify the fact that it's still a bad news.
It's definitely. Partey going off injured is not a good news. You understand? Exactly. But what I'm trying to say, at this point in this club where we are and the depth we have, is not a news that will blow your head like poof. We are finished. No, we're not finished now. You understand?
We're even cooking.
He should rest. He needs rest. He has played a lot of games. He played a lot last season.
Right back.
Yeah, you understand? After playing last season and then coming back and playing as a right back, you get me? So he should rest. He should take his time. Yeah. You understand? There's a Jorginho, there's a Declan Rice, there's an Eneni. You understand?
The backroom staff.
The coaching staff that can cover for that position. So, right, Partey is an important player. Very, very, very vital.
Yes.
Very vital, but I believe in Declan Rice.
Sure.
I believe in Declan Rice.
100 million justified.
100 million. 100 million. Finish work. I'm moving on to the next agenda. Bukayo Saka has been named the England Men's Player of the Year for the second time in a row. Starboy for a reason.
Man, this guy has been superb for that England national team. Scoring massive goals. You can see the goal. You understand? Winning as a black player, winning England Player of the Year. I think it shows that he really worked hard and he deserves it. He deserves it a lot. To players, people in the community. He's a boy who has worked hard, like I said,
He's
both
he's
club level
he's
and
loved.
yeah, he's loved by the media. The media try to protect him so much because of his personality and his performance as well too. You know, even at some England players, the Fodens, the Rice, the Kai Walkers, they all claim to love him. You understand? So I think he's a player who is loved on and off the pitch.
Yeah, Bukayo Saka has come a long way.
A really, really, really long
Ma,
way.
ma,
You understand?
Man was a left back actually, you know.
Exactly. He was a left
Man
back
was a left back.
supplying the balls to Aubameyang. I remember his first goal against Frankfurt at the Europa League. He scores difficult goals. So I think this boy,
Aubameyang.
this boy deserves whatever flowers that is being given to him at the moment. His birthday was just yesterday, and he was also given the Player of the Year award that same day on his birthday. It shows you that this guy is blessed. He's blessed. He's blessed. So I think Saka deserves whatever is coming his way right now.
How big will Bukayo Saka be for us this season?
It will be bigger than what we're expecting. You understand? Just that the game is becoming really, really hard for him because of his pedigree. You understand? But so far, this season he has managed to get a very, very nice goal. You understand? So I think he should just be prepared for mostly 2v1 situations
Yeah,
throughout the season. He
you're
should be
doubling
fair
up on
because
him.
I don't see any team, except Man City. I don't see any team that will just go 1v1 with him. Some 3v1, some 2v1 situations. So I think he should get prepared for that and it's good to go. So, Bukayo Saka scoring goals now is the order of the day for him. I remember when Bukayo Saka was just settling for creativity, but now he adds goals to his game.
To his game. Actually, he does. So Bukayo Saka, England's men player of the year, and to think of it, he's just 21 years old. Wow. I mean, this kid is made for big things. He's made for big things.
Yeah, yeah, sure. And you can also see he has 11 England goals and in 28 caps. You understand? And he just started playing for them. I think it was not 2020. So you can see that this guy has the XG, the expected goals to go ahead in the future and make an impact. You understand? So kudos to the boy. He's gonna do better and better, and age is on the side.
And kudos to what is going on at Arsenal.
Yeah, sure. I think that's
Kudos to what
that's
is going on at Arsenal. You
yes,
see the young players. We have a young squad.
exactly.
Martinelli, Odegaard, Bukayo Saka, Nketiah,
They're all making it to the national
Saliba,
team
and
sides.
everybody's developing at a fast pace.
Fast pace, yeah. Martinelli the other day was called up for the Seleção side. Gabriel Magalhaes that was omitted during the World Cup was also called up.
And then Gabriel Jesus got his call up too.
Yeah, when Anthony faced his issues,
Manchester United.
I think Arsenal as a football club is really a pivotal reason on why these players have been excelling in their
Yes.
international sides. I even Turner really got the recognition when he came to Arsenal. He really got the recognition with few performances he had put under his belt, leaving with the Community Shield. So Arsenal is that team.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking with us. And if you're new to the channel, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Catch you same time next week.
Sign out.
Peace.